Super Mario Maker 2. So we're going to be doing 4 levels in this video, which is not many more than 3. I'm probably going to start doing 5 soon, though, just because there's so many dang levels in this game. But it is going to depend. I don't really want to have like a 20-minute long Mario video, you know. So we are going to be doing number 7, and the main bulk of this video is actually the 3rd level we'll be doing in the video, so I guess that makes it video, or level 10, and that's just because it's another haunted house, Boo Haunted House. But the 7th one introduces these claws that are kind of like the claws from Toy Story, I guess, and you jump into them and they'll pick you up and then you can swing around and jump out of them. And we also get more trampolines, which I really hate, but at least in this game they're somewhat fixed to where you can actually jump on them, unlike in Mario 1 where it is sometimes truly random whether or not you'll be able to jump on them or not, or whether or not they work, I guess. It's, especially as a kid, those trampolines are just horrible. Anyway, if you want to get that 10 coin, you have to use one of those Koopas and just throw a shell at it, not too hard. And there's going to be a lot of these kind of chomping flowers that obviously will hurt you if you jump on them, but I'm sure many people have already experienced being invincible while you're hurt and running across them no problem. This level really was a very basic one. It just really was introducing these claws that I don't remember these being in any other Mario game, so if they were, I totally missed them, and I think that's not possible because I have played every single Mario game rather extensively. I'm trying to think, though. I'm pretty sure the claws are new to this game, but you know, that was that level. I've played some online levels where people get really creative with those, and the only really annoying thing with claws, I think, is that you can't really figure out, at least me anyway, I haven't been able to figure out how the jumping exactly works when you're jumping out of them, because sometimes it sends you flying to the side, sometimes it sends you flying like almost straight up in the air, and it's just weird. I don't know, but either way, they've hardly ever led me astray, so it hasn't really been a big deal. Level 8 is going to have spikes, and it's going to be called Shoe Stopper. This one I did die twice in once. Oh, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I died twice in once. Anyway, I think I died twice in this one. Maybe it was only once. But we're going to get these shoes that we should recognize from Mario 3, and they will allow us to stomp or to walk on these chomping plants here. And there's going to be a couple of places later on that are a little bit harder for me for some reason. There are just some places where this level was a little bit tough. And it's also because it's pretty easy to lose that dang shoe if an enemy jumps into you. And the jumping in the shoe is different than Mario's jumping, so it's a little bit odd too when it comes to trying to time your jumps. And I was also experimenting, can I jump on top of these piranhas? And the answer to that is no, you cannot. So I gotta add a transition there. But anyway, so I did die twice, it looks like, and when you die twice in this game, insultingly, Luigi will come up and say, hey, I can help you out. And I don't know why it drives me so insane when games say that. Like, I can understand if you're dying the 20th time, but this is the 2nd time, okay? I'm not really at risk at losing my mind here. Why are you telling me that you can aid me through the level already? Stop doing that. It's like in the Donkey Kong games, there's the white Kong that you can use to get through the level, or in the Mario games, you know, they have the invincible Tanuki suit with unlimited flight, and it's just like, oh my goodness, man, that's the worst thing. So the 2nd time I died was actually because I got into this flying shoe, and it was because I had no idea how it worked. I don't think I've ever been in a flying shoe before, so I plummeted to my death. But you just push and hold B and you get a little bit of flight. It's kind of like Yoshi. It probably is exactly like Yoshi, but it's in a shoe, so just treat it like Yoshi and you'll be fine. And then we can work our way pretty much to the end of the level. I don't know if I get to the top here. I don't think I do, just because, actually I might, because I do actually kill those piranha plants. And nope, I jump all the way over the flagpole and then get 1 coin, so that was kind of abusing. So that's the end of that level. Now that one did take me more tries than any previous level before it, but this is going to become a pretty usual thing. From now on, the game is going to get a little bit rougher, even only at 10% castle completion, and, you know, I think a lot of it's just going to be patience and recognizing that as long as you as long as you keep trying, you know, you'll get through it. And especially with the early Mario games, a lot of it is just learning the level. I mean, if you know that there's going to be 5 bullet bills coming your way once you pass that block, then it's a lot easier to dodge it. But the first time you do it, you're not going to know that there's going to be 5 bullet bills and a piranha plant and piranha fire flowers and all that stuff in your way. But once you experience it a few times, you'll do fine. And this game is definitely way easier than the originals, or even Mario World, probably. So it's not really too big of a concern difficulty-wise so far. I have not hit every single level in this game yet. I'm pretty close. I'm at like 80% castle completion as I narrate this video. So I'm pretty close to the end, I think. I mean, this might be pulling a Super Mario... not Super Mario, this might be pulling a Super Smash Brothers, where it's like, you know, the solo mode in that game was the one big screen where you have to go to 3 different areas and clear them with all the Smash fights, and then you defeat the big boss, and then you get a second huge screen, and then you defeat the second big boss, and then you get a third huge screen. And I don't know if this game will be like that. I'm guessing probably not. But I just remember all my friends when Smash Brothers came out. I spent a ton of time playing that campaign in Smash Brothers. And so many of my friends still haven't even beat the first screen just because it takes forever just to beat the first one. And I eventually told them, I was like, look, man, there's 2 other screens. You know, there's 2 other huge areas you're going to have to clear. And they told me, I am never beating that game then. That's just going to take too much effort. Like, I can't blame them, but I don't know. The final fight in Smash Brothers was dang cool, man. It was so dang cool. So this is the haunted house that I was talking about that took a lot of time, and we have to collect 4 keys. So the first one, while I was rambling about a completely different game, it was pretty easy to get. You just use the P-switch, but if you come up and down that pipe into the main area below this one, those P-switches, power blocks, and the trampoline reset. So we're going to grab it, go into that room, and get the second key. And if you pay attention to the blocks around the pipes, they'll give you a hint as to what to expect inside of that room. So in this room here, there's just blocks, and they're pretty high up, and that might tell you, you know, you're going to want a trampoline. Actually, it's not going to tell you you're going to want a trampoline, but I am telling you you're going to want the trampoline, because in between this little blue circle is going to be the second coin, or the second key, and you're going to want to time that better than I did if you want to keep both, or if you want to keep your mushroom, but it's not really too big of a concern, because we can just run up and get a mushroom again, because the mushroom spawns out of that pipe here. So we're just going to grab that. And if we come into this door, I was wanting to make sure, you know, we only need 4 keys for this. I was hoping we didn't need 6, but yeah, we only need 4 because 1 key opens up 2 doors. So there we go. Now we're going to have to go get the final key, but that means I have to go through the doors all over again. And we can tell by the pipes there's another way to get through here. I don't really know where that is. It's probably a little harder to get to, but there is another exit to this place, probably bypassing the keys entirely. I don't really care to find out because, I don't know, it's just, it's a fun and creative level, but my goodness, the Boo houses are just interesting. Alright, so there's the final key we're gonna get, and it took me a little bit of time to figure out what you're supposed to do here. So this guy will send you flying into the air, and we need to get him into the right platform where I'm standing right now. So how we're gonna do this is use this trampoline to build a kind of stepping stone for him, and if we push down on the control stick, it will drop the item, but it juts it forward just a tiny bit, so we need to step perfectly to where the trampoline will get thrown into that hole. And then once it is thrown there, we have to figure out how to use the swirling thing, and that's kind of by jumping when you're a little bit halfway on the swirls, and then you should be able to fly up onto the platform, grab the key, and then we can work our way to the end of the level here. So I don't remember the next level at all. I did review the video before I started talking over it, so I don't know why I forgot it so quickly. But when we see it, I'm sure I will remember it, and it's not nearly as long as this one was. So we're going to go through the gate. I'm going to completely miss the bar and get no coins, and we're only going to get 30 coins. I'm going to only get 30 coins from that, because I didn't really collect very many, and then we're gonna get, I think, 150 from, no, 200, okay, so that was that a 3-star level? I'm gonna have to look at the thing here, because I think that was 3-star worthy. So I think 1 star is 100, 2 stars 150, 3 stars 200, and 4 stars 300. So, interesting. But anyway, so we're gonna complete the first wing of our castle. We already finished the middle part there. So the other hall is gonna take 2 more missions to complete, and then we're gonna get even more stuff to do. So I saw this guy here. He looks like an eraser. Yeah, Mr. Eraser. And I don't really know what he's doing here, but there he is. You know, good for him, I guess. And then there's going to be another toad we can talk to if we want to. And then we can do Bonsai Bill Ambush. Okay, so this one is 2 stars. So yeah, that Boo one was in fact 3 stars. That was interesting. I don't think that was really a 3-star difficulty level, but whatever. So Bonsai Bill Ambush is, see right there, the name was Father of Name Withheld, and the other one is just Name Withheld. And I think there's even like a cousin of Name Withheld, I don't know. So I died once in this level because the catsuit was trolling me, and I don't really know why the dang catsuit is giving me so many problems in this game. I had no issues with it in the other games that it's in. It's just this one, for some reason, the side scroller, it's just kind of messing up how I play here. But I obviously cut out that death, so you don't get to see any of my embarrassing failures, except that I lost the catsuit. But there is conveniently one right here. And the thing that killed me was because I actually down charged, or like whatever the diagonal cat swipe is, I down charged into the abyss below me. And I was trying to figure out how to get that 10 gold coin, but I don't think I ever really figured out how, so I thought, whatever, let's forget about it. And again, the 3D World 2D side-scrollers are quickly becoming my least favorite, just because Mario needs a second to wind up his movement, and once he gets going, he gets that weird boost, but it's just kind of annoying to deal with. Plus, when you're in the air and you push the R or left buttons to spin in the air, Mario doesn't do his little, like, stay the same height, spin, then keep falling that he does in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. Instead, he just starts spinning violently to the floor. And it's really annoying because it doesn't give you a little bit of extra height that you need. You stay at the same height, you keep falling at the same rate, almost. And I don't know, I'm really not liking the 3D World side-scrollers. But pretty straightforward level, and that's going to be it for this video.